Good morning. Let me get on live chat. Run around. Cynthia, Clancy, Doll Factory, Black Velvet. Morty, hippie peace. Oh, I haven't been up long. Pammy B, good morning. Lexi Luhu. Amelia. I like the morning chats too. Yabba. Monique. Coco Loco. Hey, Serendipity. Emily T. Oh, I am. I'm tired. I've been extra tired lately. I don't know. Hey, good morning, Eric. I had such a good time last night. Everybody that came, thank you. Yeah, but what are you doing? Hey, Sadie. It was a lot of fun. Can we discuss the shit show that was last night? We can discuss it a little bit, but I don't know what to say. Sitting here contemplating life. Me too, dude. Me too. Oh, yeah, Lilac Llama. We had way too much fun for it to not happen again. I wondered why views started going down, and then, hey, Hummingbird. And I wondered, when views started going down, thought it was for somebody else, but no, I didn't realize that Katie was live and things were happening, and I keep getting comments from troll accounts, saying that I need to get her in a program, blah, blah, blah. I can't. That's not how it works. So, hey, crazy blonde bitch. It was bad. I didn't say. I just saw some clips on Twitter, and then went over and watched. She had. This shows, if that doesn't prove that people. There's 1,500 people watching. You can't. The thing is, Toodles, is you can't get someone help. You can't. They have to want it. She went after Maggie's son. I don't know that person either. Really? And she went after Maggie's son, and Maggie agreed to be her mod again, right? Wow. Hey, Silver Star. Katie Mordecai. She went after Negs and Isaac's kids too. Wow. Morning, Hummingbird. It was doing something new with holding views and freezing them to verify they were actual views, and I figured how to unfreeze them. Oh, really? I didn't know they was doing that. She went after everyone's kids. Her pets are like her kids, so if anyone hurt her pet, she was going after their kids. She was begging for Reggie. Good morning, Susan Yay. Hey, Cherry Blossom. Threatening to harm kid. Yeah. I like Yabba said, because I saw yes, thumbs up please. I saw I guess react to some comments because I saw some comments on Twitter. Daisy, just doing a little housework. Okay, B. People say we helped create this monster, the one us that used to be around, and you don't get back what you lost. That's not right, Amelia. And I guess, hey, where is the love? I guess we did help create the monster. But did we? Because that we don't know that person. The people that used to be around her don't know her, like Yabba said. And okay, Silver Star. Well, they don't realize that that's not the Katie that we knew. That's not the Katie that was our friend that, yeah, we didn't break her, so we certainly can't fix her. Right. It was pretty late, B. Morning, Cat Kinsey. Good morning, Remy. Pearls of Wisdom. Good morning. Well, I don't know what could, but what could Doug stop? Good morning, Michelle. No, Jane, not that I've seen. Hey, the Bryan clan. It's good to see you. Tyler. She was begging for Tyler last night, too. It's what I heard. I missed that stream. I think it was only like 15 minutes long. She wants help. She can get to the nearest. She needs more than. Well, if she wants help, I pray that she gets it because that's no life. And she tried going after Bargain, but she drug her ass instead. Really? Tyler. Listen, being someone's friend shouldn't be hard, and sometimes it was hard, and Yabba knows this. So Yabba was closer to her than any of us, and that's not. Well, I don't want to sit here and say she needs to grow up. She does, but this is addiction, and people are seeing it on. No, you really don't, Yabba. Hey, Casey, seen you in a while. She was threatening to kill pit bulls. She needs to heal. I see enabling. Here, I guess here's the thing. The way I see it, Randy, come on, she needs to face reality. She has problems. Self. Remy, it's not that easy when you're addicted, though. It's absolutely not that. It sounds easy, but I'm the kind of friend that will stand by you no matter what. So it's hard. I sometimes want. Me too. Me too, Tyler. Um, hey, backyard hard. I watched your live from last night. Please tell me you're going to do that again. I want to play you. Absolutely. Oh, what screenshot? Oh, well, here's the thing. We could call that enabling, but I got to say, Dirty Debbie on Twitter raised good points last night. I have memberships. I dropped my PayPal. And I had this thing written out, and then I just didn't respond to it because when I see someone give her money, I think, and then I think, I mean, it's no different than what I do, and it's no, is that enabling her? It's not our job. It's not people on the internet's job. And I'm Evelyn, because your screenshot's out there, I'm going to use you as an example. It's not Evelyn's job to get somebody help. She can't get somebody help. And a lot of times when people send a PayPal, they want to send a message. Same with Super Chat. And we all have seen Evelyn Super Chat to send us a message. So I just don't think that people that watch her on YouTube are enabling her, because when there's a wreck on the road, you always rubberneck. You always look around to see if you to see it, and that is what, unfortunately, that is right now. Hey, Judy Motto. Yeah, I understand why Wendy's hurt, because Katie literally accused Wendy of being a pedophile. Oh, I will never make an excuse for the racism that flew out of her mouth. That, morning, Casey, that right there took I didn't even know what to say. I still don't know what to say. But I do think, however, this is what I think. It's just my opinion. I hate to see, welcome. I thought you were already a member to the Noodle Nation, Yabba. Certainly not the only nation on YouTube, as we know, but it's the best. Fuck, I've been a member. I don't know. I hate to see anybody lose their channel, because that, when you've built a channel, it hurts to lose it. A lot of things said, but I won't put, no. I don't let racism go, Tyler. No, me either. But I do think that would be her wake-up call. Somebody has this. You have to hit bottom, and here's what's sad. You don't know your bottom. And I'm just going to put this out there. Some people's bottom is death. So think about that when you want to financially help. Some people's bottom, hey, Punky B. Yeah. Everyone's bottom is absolutely different. And she's done this 100 times. Mystic, this was absolutely a little bit different. In my opinion, what she said last night, I've never heard that kind of racism come out of her. But you know what? If it ain't in there, it can't come out. We know she won't listen to anyone. She has to figure right. Hey, Red Road Runner, here when you're using, you're not going to listen to anybody. Right, Amelia, right. So, I don't know what else, like I said, that these troll accounts are coming, and why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And there's nothing I can do. But she has a lot of hate, and she's getting a lot of hate. And when you get that much hate, I can't even imagine. Listen, Doug is going to do anything right now to keep her by his side. She probably would listen. What the hell is going on? I didn't even see it. Hey, Mandy. She's going to die. Katie used to play MFW a couple of times a week the past 2 years. That's true. Yeah, I can't drag her. I don't want to. I don't want to say bad things about it actually breaks my heart for people that know her and love her. It breaks your heart because you've met. I mean, this is somebody that I've spent time on the phone with, and I know that she's not all bad. I miss the old Katie, and but until she quits drinking, this is what people are going to get. This is it. And I hope that I hope she doesn't kill herself in the meantime. That's, yeah, witchy poo. It is. Hey, Chris. It doesn't pay much to talk smack about her. Time to be silent. That hurts more. Yeah. Are we allowed to love her? Are we allowed to recognize the good we've seen in her? Well, I think, Evelyn, you just heard me say, absolutely, Evelyn, but sometimes you have to love from a distance because okay. It I don't know when you have to love. Yeah, you have to, because addiction. I didn't say addiction made her racist. I'm saying that addiction is killing her. That's not the real Stewie. Because no, Evelyn didn't give her vodka money. Evelyn just, here, I'm getting rid of that Stewie because that's not the real Stewie. I don't want you in here. Evelyn, you don't have to defend what. Listen, I get why Wendy's hurt because it bothers. I mean, listen, I'm not going to lie and say it doesn't bother me after things that she said to see. But I'm not going to kick somebody because they wanted to get a message to her. But I just don't. I think at this point, Katie's not reading her messages. I think she's just taking the money. And I thought, good morning, Lisa. I thought maybe she was oblivious. And then in one of the clips I saw, she said, I've got 1,500 people watching. You can leave, and so that shows me that she knows how many people are watching. She knows that everybody will stay for a train wreck. And no real message is going to get to her. If I thought, because I did send her a message one time. Just somebody that used to be around Witchy Poo. Hey, Mario, it's good to see you. I sent her a message, and I mean this. I said, Katie, I love you. Please don't make me watch you die. And this has been a few months ago, and it's actually gotten worse since I sent that message. So, Makeup by Mandy Ketchup. I love you. Ketchup. Last night was a train wreck. So, hey, Miss Audrey. Yeah, name from the past. Don't say it 3 times though. Hey, Drama Archives. This is what I don't like. People celebrating it. Hey, Lacey. I'll never ever celebrate someone's pain, and that's honest to God what I call this one ketchup. I see. Well, he is back. All right. Well, right now, Mary O, I don't know who she talks to. I don't know who she's friends with. I don't really know anything about her. I think that if you pray, pray. If you really care, pray, and don't celebrate the fact. I know, Lexi. You took a beating over in the beef sector last night. I have not heard anything good about the beef sector, so I'll just be staying right over here because I take enough beatings over here in this little drama section. Can only count Doug as a friend at the moment. Oh, die, and I certainly won't support those that find it funny. Katie is, but absolutely. But I can't defend. Listen. I can defend addiction. Not. I know that defend is the wrong word. I can understand and accept addiction. The racist things that she's saying. No, addiction doesn't make you racist, but alcohol absolutely makes you say things that you normally wouldn't say. Maybe you do feel those things. Well, Black Velvet, listen, if that cat's not fixed, cats wander off. If you don't fix your, and I don't know if her cat's fixed or not, but let's be real. If your cat's not fixed, it's going to go out, it's going to get pregnant, and then it's going to come back. That's just the way cats are. Hopefully, most of the time they come back. If it's a girl, they get pregnant. If it's a guy, they come back, usually beat up because they've been fighting other male cats to get to a female. That's why you have to spay and neuter your animals. Does it get hurt? You think, oh, see, I don't know. You're pretty sure it's fixed. Well, I hate that. I do. I love you too, Mandy. Thank you for coming in. And just pray. Hey, Angel Pepper. Prayers for all addicts and recovery. Absolutely. I hope the cat comes home. That was tough to watch. She's such a mess. I hate she streams it. No, Doug doesn't help at all. But let's face it. If Doug wants to be around, what is he? I don't know. I can't defend Doug. I don't understand Doug. So, and it's really, I can't believe I'm talking about it. It's obviously not my business. I saw a clip where she said the whole time she was with Steven, she was seeing Doug. But so I can't respect that. I think he loves her to the point where he don't want to lose her, and he'll put up with anything. Yeah, Morty, it's Mama Titten. Yeah, Doug was there right beside her. And I know from experience, we say her dad needs to talk to her, but from experience, I'm telling you, could talk to your kids. Gave her what for this morning? He said he didn't stop it. Oh, let's see. She didn't how disgusting it was. That's according to her. Oh, well, all right. Well, good. Has she already been live today? She let one of her mods scream and cuss him on live. Oh, cat sat in a tree for a week, couldn't come down for anything. All I could do was put food. Sometimes cats, you have to go get them. This morning, Doug made her watch her actions and called her out. Well, I didn't know that. That's good. See, I didn't know that. I don't know, Lexi. I don't know. In tears, vowing to not drink again. Well, thank God. But honestly, she at this point, you got to go get help. You just got to. 4 minutes crying and saying she has to stop drinking. Gosh, that breaks my heart. Langley, her words just now. Doug let me humiliate myself. You can't blame others for your own actions. She's a grown adult. She'll seek help only when she is ready. I don't wish bad for her. Truth right there. Okay, well, I didn't know she blamed Doug because no, that's not Doug's fault. I don't know, Raquel. I want her to prosper and thrive, but this isn't the girl I rode hard for. Nope, I agree, Tyler. Katie's always been edgy. She's always been, listen, even when you're on Katie's team, you're sitting there beside her, you're nervous because you don't know what she's going to say. Oh, really? I don't want to say that. It's pissed off people who won't forgive her, like the parents of the kids she threatened. Right, Monique, right. Oh, you threatened my kids. I'm not going to forgive you. I just can't. Hey, LV. We're just talking about the show from last night. I think so, Witchy Poo. That's the mindset for her. It always has been. That's right. I don't. Then we hold YouTube responsible, and look how long. Oh, I don't know. There's no right or wrong. And I don't know the answer. So I'll never think she killed her cat. Ever. Ever. Agree. No, LV, she didn't hurt her cat. Her cat's missing. I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like crying. But it's not about me, it's about Katie, so I don't know, Al. I think they said she went live this morning and said she's got to quit drinking. So maybe she does. Hey, 4 scores and 7 beers ago. I don't glorify someone's pain. So I don't know. I don't think this is karma. I don't know. This is addiction. That's what we're seeing. And also last night, I'm about to say something and probably make some people mad. I didn't watch all of it or hardly any of it, to be honest with you. There was a part where Doug gets up because she thought she heard a cat, and the dog yelped, and people in the audience, side chat, whatever you want to say, oh no, he stepped on the dog. Oh no. Listen, Let's not harp on that because my dogs get under my feet all the time, especially when they were puppies. The puppy was fine. That happens. So I don't. She's got more than one cat though. She's got. Hey, Tracker. Mama cat at the door of that video. She didn't hurt her. I'll never think she hurt that cat. Right. I constantly trip over dogs. Yes, I have two dogs, and especially my Dachshund. He gets right under your feet, and you almost break your neck. Four dogs, and they get under my feet sometimes. Yeah. See, so people do. It happens. So the stuff by her tire was two pink cranberry cocktail. The mob hater of hers is an idiot. That mob hater, I don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't think so, Liza. I don't think that's what happened because I think she would have found the cat. Come on, let's think about it. We can speculate. Yeah, we can speculate all day long, but that doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean that man, just freaking if y'all pray that she gets the help that she needs and that she lives and is okay. I won't say I don't know Isaac. Horrible person. I don't know. She threatened his kids last night, so it depends on the reasons that Isaac is going for Katie. If he was going for Katie to get her help, to keep somebody alive, to keep her from drinking and driving, that I can get behind. I can't get behind making fun of somebody. I think a lot of people need to just back off. The pic was taken from her mowing stream 3. Ah, hey, Peachy King. She's an abuser. Liza. I'm not gonna call her names. I'm just not. Crazy ex come steal my cat. Maybe Steven took it. Racism is absolutely not alcohol induced. Let's just put that out there for the people that don't. Katie's actions speak for themselves. There's no need to add insult to injury. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that. I see some, like I watched a video last night and let me see if I could find the guy that done it. Because he had some really good points. Probably not going to be able to find it. Whoops. But hey, Nate's mom, no sympathy here. I get it. It's hard to have sympathy. Hey, Sergeant T. When you see someone drink and drive, it's hard to have any sympathy for them. Same, Amber. If her camera, I don't know. She is drinking and driving. It has to stop. I agree. Knock it off. You know better. Especially, listen, I shouldn't say especially. I don't mean especially, but trying to find that video I watched last night, but I don't see it. Right, Drama Archives. It's you can't feel sorry for I don't know. Yet somebody, a troll account on Twitter is like, you like to go live about pets. Why aren't you doing that? What? Who am I going to send a plea to? No, I'll never excuse the racist shit that's come out of her mouth. So, there, Patch, you had a lot to say. So grateful for my sobriety and those that helped me get there. Patch, who helped you get there? That you're the one that kept leaving comments, about the program. But who helped you get there? Because you helped yourself get there. No one is going to be able to reach out and get someone help. It's absolutely impossible. You can't. It's if you could get someone help, then nobody's children would be an addict because we could fix their problems for them. We wouldn't be addicts because somebody could have got us help. I kept getting invited to AA. Okay, but they didn't make you go. You went. The thing with people that have been in the program, like Katie, she knows because she's been through it. She knows the process. She knows what she needs to do. And that right there, she's got the tools. All you have to do is utilize the tools that you've been given. Congrats, Coffee. It works if you work it, and you got to work it. You have to want help to get help. And the first step is you got to realize you are powerless over it. You are power that you have no power. That drink controls you. Absolutely, victim card. That's absolutely, you get sick of living that way, and you have to realize that you are no longer holding that cup. That cup is holding you, and that's what we're watching. That cranberry and vodka is drinking Katie. Katie's not drinking it, and until she sees that, then she's not going to get help. And as long as we fund her, and I'm as guilty as the next person of watching it. So that's not true. I don't watch all of it, but I do watch enough, and I have YouTube Red. I don't know if she has. Right, Lily. As long as you've got the means to buy the alcohol, but even when you don't have. We can give her I was just reminded that, okay, we can definitely give her the push. But I see people giving her a push, but then I see people like, you're a shit show, you're this, you're that. I promise you this, that's just going to anger her. That's not going to help her. And trolling her right now is not going to help. True. Good morning, Kathy. You're going to find a way to get it until you want help. And it may, Jess, it may. She was just saying how much she hates who she has become. And she won't be around for a while because she's going to get, I hope to God she does. Let's definitely, if you pray, pray. Yeah, well, and let's be honest. Because I'm not above it at all. I've gained weight. It's apparent on video when y'all see me from when I first started. And we trade addictions. When you have an addictive personality or you're an addict, you trade addictions. And that's what I see from Katie. And she's always had problems with substance abuse. And so when she got the surgery, She couldn't eat as much. She replaced it with alcohol. Some replaced it with shopping. Some replaced it with sex. Some both. That's what it is. Hey, Leordy. Me too. I'm having my coffee. You have to change everything. Your people, places, everything. Yeah, if depression, a lot of people drink because they're depressed. Yeah. I don't enjoy seeing someone destroy their life. Yep. Me too. Jen drives a Jeep. I have a broken soul. I recognize it's scary and more painful. You feel as though you have nothing to live for. Yep, me too, Miss Audrey. I think the $25 membership, absolutely. I saw a change. Hey, Mary from the 6th. When Super Chat started, and now we have the memberships, which is wonderful. I mean, it is absolutely wonderful. But you think, oh, I had a good time last night too, Carrie. And I'm not just saying, look, it's helped me a great deal. These memberships have helped me a great deal at $1.99. Can you imagine what 25 each get? I mean, it's got to help. So, and there are people willing to pay $25 a month to hate watch. Same. I love broken people too. And I always think I can fix people. Good, Carrie. I'm glad to hear that. Yep, I agree, Lacey. Steve, this is my... Yep. Trust me, we can't fix people. No, I wish we could. I'd fix it right now. Yeah, people pay to hate watch. Of course they do. Oh, gosh. Ooh, my thumb's down. Everybody hit the thumbs up. Please, while you're here, hit them. Thanks, Hummingbird. But we sure can pray. I'm an alcoholic. I've drank and drove, awaiting a court date now for DUI. Katie just needs sobriety. She needs a change of heart. She places value on people, friends, or dollar signs to her. Well, if she gets sobriety and she works the program, you learn so much about yourself. And it's not always pretty. Okay, Sergeant T. You get a lot of self-awareness from the program. And that's why a lot of people don't continue the program, because it starts hurting when you look back and you see what you've done, who you've hurt, especially when you start making your amends. And hi, Clancy. Good morning. I missed Izzy. Me too, Izzy. I know it's easy. Hey, Rissa. You don't think there's a comeback? I don't know. I think there could be a comeback if she goes and gets help. I think she'll have a lot of support. I do. Take inventory on your life. It's hard, but it has to be done. Absolutely. But that's what I see. And I've been guilty of doing it myself. When we don't want to take inventory of our life, we'll take other people's inventory for them. And that's what I see her doing. And I'm not judging because I've done it myself. I do it all the time on here. If she goes to rehab and logs off, she has to stay in that facility. And you have to want help. You can go to rehab time after time after time unless you really want it. You're not going to stay clean. You have to want it. Hey, RJ. You gotta work that program. I agree, Leardy. See, where I live, there's no Uber. There's none of that. We don't have cabs. We don't have Ubers. We don't have any of that. But in where she lives, there's way too much out there. You may not want to spend the money, but you know what? It's cheaper than a DUI, and it's a lot cheaper than taking someone's life. That's right, Candace. Hit your knees. Exactly, Alice. It is. I'll tell you what, we used to always drink when would float the river. And that's why I hardly ever float the river now, because I associate that with alcohol. It's really hard for me to be on the river. And I have 5 years, and it's not easy. So, hey, just Stephanie. Good morning, April May. An addict is selfish, Monique, for sure. Hey, Lunar Phoenix. She has to have people around her that support her project. You have to. And gotta have a reason. If she had people always thanks Drama Archives. People always say, interventions don't help. But that's not true. And if she had a group of people around her, and I'm not talking about, hey, Beth Roche, that's right. Hey, Liberty, my honest opinion, she is crying because she lost a big portion of her paying subs. I don't believe it's because I didn't see it, Liberty. Hey, P Day, last night was so fun. Thank you, Miss Audrey. Thank you. Parents quit drinking after I was born, and they found out I was blind. Oh wow. Holding me groin. Good morning. I don't know. I can't judge it because I didn't see it, but I think you. I don't know. Last night was just messy. I don't know what else to say. It was so bad. I'm sure RJ did save their lives. Butterfly kisses. I don't know. I don't think really there's anything else we could say about it. It's just pray and um, don't enjoy the pain of someone else. It's not though, Testicle. It's not the same song and dance. And here's why I say that. Oh, is it still up, Liberty? Maybe I can say it. Um, hey sis, if that's you, tell me the new thing. If that's really you, tell me the new thing that you just bought that our other sister asked me to help you with. And the chat's at a standstill. Okay, that's you. What's up? She bought me. Nothing. She keeps telling me to call you. I know I have to. We have to talk. She said that I can help you with it. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. It won't hurt you. It's better than a crock pot, Angie. Fortunately, there's nothing that she's gonna make the choices. She actually Instapots are awesome. I was born. There's no Uber where I live, no cabs, no excuses. There is no excuse for drinking and driving. That's on me. Right, Punky. Then let her starve, Angie. You know she ain't gonna starve. And air fryers are freaking awesome, Miss Audrey. I promise you. If you get one, you'll love it. Punky, I'm sorry you're going through that too, but I promise you'll come out on top. I may be naive, but I think she knows she needs help. I don't think she's ready to go to treatment yet. She hasn't hit her bottom. I've seen a lot of people in the program that a DUI did save their life, got them clean, got them ready. I've seen it myself. So, squirrel moment. I'm making muscadine jelly. Oh, so excited. Getting back to my roots of canning and pickling. I love canning. I haven't done it in so long. 13 is the hardest thing I've done, and I work on it always. Absolutely, Liberty. Hey, Mojo. It is Deborah Groovy. I think the cat just ran away, and it happens all the time. Twitter has a side by side of her. I saw that, but one of them is kind of enhanced without makeup. So come on. That's true, Kim, but it's not people's job on the internet to help. It's not. We can't take responsibility for things we can't control. We can't control what she does. I'm not gonna kick people for giving her money. I'm just not. I wish they wouldn't, but I'm not gonna kick them. She still has to pay bills, even if she's an alcoholic. Come on. I didn't see a close up. No, my mother went to college at night, became a paralegal. My dad ran his own auto body shop. That's wonderful, RJ. I don't care about her looks or her weight. The addiction is what. Amen. Amen. That's right, Amber. Yeah, I don't think the cat's too. I don't know how old the cat is, to be honest. Could be. It could be. I don't know. I think the cat will probably come back. I understand, Kim. I do. No, cats do not like moves. And the prayer of faith will save the one who is sick, and the Lord will raise committed sins. He will be forgiven. Prayers to all suffering. Thank you, Candace. Angie, where'd you go? Great time for her to go to inpatient. I think this would be a perfect time. There's no non-perfect time. She runs everything. She got Mama while her and Doe were together, which was 7 years total. She had Baba before then. More problems than her cat. I love animals, but Kate. I agree, Deborah. K Smalls, I had a blast too. That was so fun. We definitely have to do that again. I don't care if we have 20 people watching. That was a good time working and listening to y'all. Pride or a martyr. It's something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. It's a terrible burden. Absolutely, Mojo. Listen, it's so hard to crave something that you know is killing you. Not being a decent human and hurting people. A liar, not a troll. I get it, Blonde. I get it. Yeah. If she's not ready, she's not ready. You're right, Amber. Last night was a good time. It was great. I loved Sarah was a star last night. Like she was coming up with stuff, but y'all got to say, remember, give Quinn when Quinn was trying to defend that the world was flat, and he said, "Because maps." I lost it. That was one of the best. Quinn did great. She just said she's ready. Then you missed that, K Smalls. It was so funny. And then I had German lady up here, and I'm like, "You are for teaching religion in school?" She's like, "I forfeit." I said, "Okay, wait, no, you ain't got to do that one." The holy hole. Yes, it was a great night. Quinn did awesome. Yes. I have to get my butt in gear and get back to work. We love you, Miss Audrey. Thank you for coming in. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen K Small's video yet. More fun. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we're doing tarot readings. Lizard people. Yes, Carrie. Because lizard people. Just because we're a drama community doesn't mean we have to be all drama. Sorry, I got a new gaming system yesterday. I was gaming last night. You missed it, Lisa. You would have been so great debating up here. Was the string fun? Blonde, it was fun. It was so fun. They just had to, if they didn't know what they were talking about, they got to make up what their point was. It's up. Just, hey, Harley girl. She says untouchable, better than others. I don't know that she thinks she's better than I'm going to tell y'all what I think. Okay. I don't think that Katie thinks she's better than others. I think, her self-esteem is very low. And, so she says, I don't know. A lot of times when you find somebody that constantly puts others down for their looks, for things they do, where they work, this, that, the other, their self-esteem is shit. And that's how I feel about not just Katie, but anybody on here. Good, Lisa. Quinn was awesome last night. So I don't know that Katie thinks she's better than others, but I do think, and we have said this, I've said this to Katie. When she got a lot of subs off the turtle videos, I was like, okay, PewDiePie, calm down. She got some really big checks from those, and I don't know. I feel like for Katie, having a lot of subs probably hurt her more than it helped her. Yep. She don't want help. She ain't gonna get help. $180. Looking good today. You're looking good today too. I just know it. 180. I just know it. Damn, Carrie, that sucks. Hey, Miss Lee. That's no friend, Carrie. That's no friend. Come on. Go, go, go. I don't know, Amber. I don't know what all you know and didn't know. You knew Katie before the turtle videos. Yeah, O'Clancy, absolutely. I knew Katie when she had 5,000 subscribers. Yes. Hey, Tatum. It's kind of how you get. Thank you, Black Velvet. You're sweet. She's been through it once. She can do it again. She can. Oh, Amber, no. She went on a tangent last night. She got really drunk and said a lot of mean things. She said a lot of really racist things last night that's people finance train wrecks and call it love. That's kind of well put, 180, to be honest. I don't even know, Tina, if there's a difference between top chat and live chat. I don't know. Yep. She threatened kids' lives. Yeah. Everybody fill him in. I'm going to go get some more coffee. Or fill Amber in, I mean. I'll be right back. When Katie was just a chatter and neg. See? And I remember them all being together. The good days, honestly, when her biggest problem was trying to get $150 from Amy Slayton. You know? Top chat is for streams with like 90,000 watts. I think we're good here, Lisa. I think I'm safe. I'll be right back. I'm going to get more coffee. Okay. I wonder who the sober Katie. Well, I'll tell you, the Katie that I was friends with was actually supportive. She would tell you about her problems, but there was nothing like this. She would listen to your problems. There is Mystic. There is. Um, yeah, funny. Up for just anything. Let's go live. Let's just laugh. Let's. I can't say that it was safe because she still said off the cuff stuff, but yeah, I know that she said some really shitty stuff last night, but I know that deep down, listen, if she's racist, there's not a damn thing that I can do about that anybody can do about that. But watching her die is not something I'm willing to do. So if she doesn't go get help, I'm not gonna tune in. I'm just not. I'm not willing to sit and watch her die. I'm not willing to watch somebody kill themselves. And that's where I wish that a lot of people would get. I'm not, but here's what I can honestly say. She knew me and she knew my financial situation. So she did not base her friendships on money because we were friends and I didn't give her money. It's very few times I've ever even PayPal'd her $10. You're welcome, Lynn Loving Lot. Um, so it breaks. Last night broke my heart listening to somebody that couldn't even form a coherent sentence, and then I saw the comments in the side chat just being evil. And I know that it's easy to be mean to somebody that's being mean. Well, I don't disagree. You don't know why people weigh what they weigh. I definitely weight's always been a struggle for me. Anything that's bad for you is always, I've struggled with. So I don't. Yeah, the whole thing was shocking. It was shocking to see the comments. It was shocking to see the things that she was saying. It was shocking to see that I like gummy worms. I like ice cream, Alyssa. And I have heartburn right now. Actually, my stomach is on fire because I ate ice cream. I have a soft spot for her too, Black Velvet. It's the gummy bears. I freaking love gummy bears myself. Is she okay? I don't think she's okay, Mojo. It was pretty bad, and no, I don't think she's okay. I think it's going to take a lot to come back from this. And I don't even mean YouTube. A Frosty, legit. Not me, Lisa, because believe it or not, I'm lactose intolerant. So I'll eat ice cream and then I suffer. Doug told her the morning what. That's good, Tina. That's good. Really, Kate? Hot shoes? Yeah, Alyssa. My mama says gummy bears. Not if you get the sugar-free ones. Holy hell. You will not be constipated. Hey, Robin, Renee, good morning. I hope someone close to her can reach out. That's what I hope. That she'll listen to. That's what she's got to have, somebody that she'll listen to. Satan made the sugar-free ones. I love Dr. Pepper too, Red Roadrunner. Wish I had some. Yes, you got to be careful. Hey, Miss OMG, I trolled Katie for the first time. I think I did it for views, and I expected remorseful Katie today asking for help. People love a good redemption story, but you can't redeem racism. I agree. I had a phone call. Let me see who this is. No, the head, I missed it 20 times. The race thing is coming. Last night was bad. It said he would stop talking about her if she got help. She got drunk and had a bad stream last night. Very, very, very drunk. Now listen. No, Heather, I know Katie, and this is what I can just about guarantee you. The Isaac thing with her, what probably is bothering her with the Isaac thing is Doug's ex been on there. Good morning, Telly girl. But she's not gonna fake getting help, so Isaac won't talk about her. And I don't know if Isaac, and I can't speak, I don't know him, but if she talked about his kids, are we to expect him to care? Probably not. So I don't expect anything out of anybody. I gotta tell you. Absolutely, Clancy. Those are the best. I don't know. I like them all. She loves what she does until she really wants that. Absolutely. Kids are off limits. Absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't matter how old your kids are. They're always your babies. And Isaac's, listen, I saw a little video of his boys. They were so cute. And little Kelly. Good morning. Yep, Rissa, she did. She doesn't say any lines, though, Rissa. I love Bargain, too. Bargain keeps it real. I used to feel, I don't know, I used to didn't really think Bargain was somebody I would want to know, and now I think, I know, Jess, I have. But now I think Bargain, if you have Bargain as a friend, I think you're blessed. And honestly, I stayed back from Bargain because of the Takedown Man thing, and now I say that I probably missed out on a good friendship. Michelle. I have read the people, they've done a lot of fun reviews with the sugar-free gummy bears on Amazon. There were some creators in the stream last night. I don't. Got some pushback about the racism comment. Pushback is putting it extremely mildly. No, Jane Rhodes. No, not even close. Well, I have a friend that her dad is an alcoholic, and when she had her baby, she didn't want her baby to be around him, and she videoed him while he was drunk, showed it to him, and he never drank another drop. So I know that it can help. Okay, I've been around over a year. I don't know. Really, Jane? Has he been gone a year, Takedown Man? Somebody put in chat he was back, but no, Isaac. Yeah, I know, Robin. That's been a lot of years ago because that baby just graduated college. Oh my gosh, I'm getting old. See, I knew who Isaac was because I got obsessed with. Well, everybody watched Angry Grandpa, but I got obsessed with Charlie Chill. And when Isaac went to go fight him, I died. I thought that was one of the best things that ever happened. And the Copper Cabbie has all that on his channel. If you want to see it, I don't know if it's on Isaac's channel. So that's how I found out who Isaac was, because of Charlie, who I think is scum. Charlie Green is scum. Oh, I bet, Mojo. I can't imagine. Oh, really? Convenient timing, Takedown Man. Convenient. Very convenient. Well, listen, Kim, I haven't met anybody, too many people that's had an easy life, and we can use all the excuses we want. But I think you're right. I think she does. I think the internet gives her the accolades that she needs. That I am somebody. Look at all my followers. Look at all my subscribers. And then when she lost weight, anytime you lose weight, you get self-esteem, or it builds it. So I don't know. I can't watch her much anymore. She reminds me of my aunt who is an alcoholic. Understood. More ways than you'll ever know. I understand that. Stop making noise. Possibly RJ. Because I know, like, sometimes if I'm down and out or feeling bad about myself, I can come on here. Somebody's going to say something nice to me. I'm going to have probably 4 mean comments, but I'm going to have 10 good comments. Me too, Black Velvet. I do. Oh, Eugenia Cooney is killing me, Jess. I'm telling you, I haven't watched it yet. Jacqueline, what's her face, went live about Eugenia last night or yesterday at 5:00, and I think so much of Eugenia, and I see her absolutely killing herself, and you cannot make someone get help. And Eugenia is such a sweet soul. Like, she doesn't ever want to hurt anybody. What, Jacqueline Glenn? Yes, thank you, Clancy. What I would like to see is, and maybe it's happened and we don't know about it because it's behind the scenes, Shane Dawson jumped on the Eugenia Got Help thing, and he done his video. And what I would love to see is him reach out and say, hey, Eugenia, we did this. I do too, Clancy. Oh, Katie, I'm not talking on your pain, honey. You know how I feel about you. Katie, if you need me, please, please call me. Please. I hope you call. Mm-mm. And I hope that you heard me beg everyone for prayers. I don't know that that's the real Katie. I don't think that's the real Katie. Anyway, back to Eugenia. Right. That, yeah, Katie wouldn't say that, but I wish the person cloning people would just knock it the hell off. Link her? No, I'm not going to link her. Even if it's the real Katie, I mean, I'm not going to use that for views. Absolutely fucking no. Back to Eugenia. She is worse now, I think, than before she got help. So I would like to see Shane Dawson reach out and do another. Let her know. Oh, I wonder, Hummingbird, huh? It's real funny today, isn't it? When will Shane come back? All that drama just ended with nothing. I don't know. Of course, Hummingbird, they don't care. They only care about themselves. That's the trolling I can't stand. Absolutely, Michelle. Same. Yeah, love and light. Exactly, Kit Kat. It's ridiculous. And you know what else it is? It's lazy. And it's chicken shit. Come in and say what you want to say under your real account. So far, I've had a clone of Yaba and Katie in here today. And if that's Katie, message me on Instagram. Really, Helen, you do? I wouldn't even bother with it. Where is the love? I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you do too. Where is the love? Yeah, Yava has a clone. You're welcome. Where is the love? When I've proved spiritual counseling to people, I've heard things I can't and wouldn't want to repeat. Same. Well, I do care. I don't want any part of her anymore, but I've been where she had. Right, exactly. I care. I can't help. Thank you. Everybody, thumbs up if you're in here, please. Can I get some more thumbs up? I don't say that she's regained a lot of weight. I don't think that. Mike Brown even had a clone account last night. Wow. Clancy is sweet. A lot. See, I always forget too. Yeah, Jen, it's because speaking of Isaac, I guess your body doesn't I think your body does actually absorb alcohol quicker. So I think something about the surgery makes you do that. Yeah. If that's the real Katie, she'll hit me up on Instagram for sure. I was thinking that as well. Yeah, I really think that whenever you have a gastric bypass, they tell you to not. You kind of think it was Katie. I'm kind of thinking, I don't know. I got a message that said it wasn't. Hey, boss lady. Good morning. And Evelyn is troubling, but what can you do? Can't do anything. You can't do. There's nothing. Internet people can't save someone. They have to save themselves. I'm telling you. I will speak to anybody. It doesn't matter. Anybody that's suffering with addiction, I will talk to you because I've been through it. I've been there. Well, Isaac, I mean, I don't know you, but I know she talked about your kids, so I get it. Somebody talks about my kids, and I go ape. I what else can I say? And my kids are grown. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. What? Oh, she had a. I haven't seen that picture. Kids whipping black people, threatening murder. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was trying. Yeah, I was trying to not say that, but yeah, yeah. I know what you meant. But I have to say, I can't. The addiction part, she needs help with. You can't help someone to not be a racist. Period. So I'm not defending that part. Isaac, let me ask you. I've seen oh gosh, there's Fran. Fran, people keep tagging me for you to drag me. Lurker, horrible to her wife for calling her bullshit. Well, let me. Hey, will you take a link a second, Isaac? I'll ask you something. I'll give you 10 minutes. All right. Tell me when you're ready. I'll ask you something. There's no rehab for racism, absolutely, but there is help. You don't want to watch someone kill themselves. I didn't say what Diane said. Fran, no, you didn't. Randy, love your accent. Where are you from? I'm from Tennessee. She went off on Mandy. Makeup Mandy? She's been horrible to others. She said, no more excuses. She keeps doing this and apologizing, crying afterwards. Enough of the bullshit. I did, honest. Well, thank you, Fran, because I had you pegged it for someone that just didn't like me. I can't stand hearing the excuses. It was fantastic. Okay. We can only, I don't know. Oh no. How could you go off on Makeup by Mandy? Golly. That girl's been nothing but good to everybody. All right, Fran, have fun with your grandkids. Maybe someday I'll have some. I sure would love to know what it's like. Doug is a voice. PG-13 or regular? Regular, please. I don't know what that means. PG-13. There's the link. I don't want to get your channel struck. Yeah, don't get my channel struck, please. You want PG-13, trust me. Yeah, PG-13. She told Mandy and Reggie to go fuck themselves. That they were never real friends. Oh, I disagree with that completely. PG-13 it is. All right, well, there's the link. And there goes after anyone that didn't come at him. Well, I don't know that Katie came at him first. I'm going to ask him, though. Doug needs to get in that kitchen, reach up the cupboard, and get the jar with his balls in it. I subbed Isaac back when he chased Charlie Jill. Addiction hurts everyone. Absolutely. This is where you got to thank God she has no children. I'm telling you. She went after them. Is it because they didn't reach out to her? And if she recovers, there will be time. Yes. I don't know. She didn't kill her cat. I understand a good friend of mine went through the same thing. I tell when I first got clean, I have a friend that every milestone she got me a gift. And so I don't usually talk in chats, but her stream was absolutely heartbreaking in the way of her addiction, but discussed right. Yeah. She never deserved either of them. It was never a friend. Well, listen, it's no secret that how Reggie and I feel about one another. So, but I know she was a good friend to Katie, and I know that anybody that has Makeup by Mandy in their life is blessed. So that actually shocks me that she would say anything about Mandy. It does change you. I know so many people like that though, bedazzling art. I know so many people that, especially men, that will coddle and just to have that person. Donuts, hot cinnamon roll, hot chocolate drink for the day. I also went for a jog. Good for you, Quinn. All I did was wake up, make coffee, go live. That's my life so far. But I do have about 3 loads of laundry to do. Because I got to work tomorrow, which sucks. Quinn, you were a rock star last night. You are the absolute, that you're definitely the king of debates. And I can't wait to do it again. And remember, tomorrow night, get your cards read here for free. People this morning, really, Jamie Katz? She said that Doug let her have it this morning. I'm proud of that. I'm glad that he did that. Where's Isaac? Does he have to do something so he can be PG-13? Exact. My first husband was like that. He was honest to God. I can't hardly talk about it. And this is what I would like to get through to Katie. He died. And I'm a little bit emotional today. I think I'm gonna go get my black cohosh and take one. When he was good, but when he got on pills or when he drank, he was absolutely abusive, verbally, physically. It was awful, and it was a hard life. And I know that his life was miserable till the day he died, and it was because of his addiction. And I've seen it. I've seen how it plays out, and it leads nowhere good. Quinn, I don't care. When you said the earth is flat because of maps, it was awesome. Many times I got into it with Katie and her mods, and I said she needs to stop drinking so much I had to stop supporting Katie Dunn. And I hate that, Denise P. And please, I'm not giving her a beat down. I'm not. She's down. I'm not going to kick her. The stuff she said last night, though, freaking, uh, there's things that we can't excuse. There's things that we can excuse, but y'all know I ain't about no racism. Hey, so sweet, blah, blah, sassy and sweet Georgia Peach. I haven't seen you in a while. Mandy is awful. Mandy's makeup is awful. Nuh-uh. She may be sober, but she seems pretty awful inside. Withdrawing is, listen, Remy, a lot of times I would take a pill to stop withdrawing. And alcohol withdrawal is a lot worse than I hear than what I went through. I'm gonna go get a black cohosh before he comes on. I need some hormones in my life. You never had withdrawals from alcohol? Withdrawals from alcohol will absolutely kill you. Um, you will have alcohol and benzos are like the hardest thing to withdraw from. You definitely have to be impatient for that. So I had to jump off. I'm sorry, Misha. We're going to do it again, though. Seizures, yes. Nope, it's not pretty. You see it in her VIPs. So I don't know. I saw some of her VIPs going at her. Here you go, Isaac. Sorry, I don't have any really cool music to play. I can let Diane up to yodel, though. Medical assist. You have to have medical assistance to withdraw off alcohol. You have to. Don't do it on your own. Please don't do it on your own. There's nobody around that can help you. I don't care how much they love you. Good morning again, Lacey. We all know we saw that one so-called doctor that said, just quit. VIPs who are canceling might wake up. I don't know. I'm not going to celebrate it. I'm just not. Plan for immediate future. Please stay away from that one. Do yourself a favor. BKK. Oh, now you're gangsta wife. Did y'all get married? Boston Kitty Cat. Absolutely, Lacey. Absolutely. Gangsta. Someone say Bellevue. No, it's not Bellevue. Not yet. I see. Alcohol and Xanax. Oh my gosh, Detroit. I don't know how you did it without help. Don't. Shout out to Tupez. How is he? Is he feeling better? I do think you owe us an apology video for calling us hypocrites. I'm just saying, hey, Dragon's Law. I think you're freaking awesome, Dragon's Law. Let me just say that out loud. I did it on opiates, not benzos. And it was hard. Well, thank you, RJ. That's sweet.
What's up?
What's up?
Doing some preparation.
So I don't even want to know, do I? No. Hey, Regina. Can I? I don't even know what to say, really.
What? What about her or?
Yeah, about the whole thing. Are you? Let me ask you. Do you have an end goal? And what I mean by that is it to get her help or get her off YouTube?
It's gonna be one or the other. Like, here's the thing. Obviously, she needs help, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that she's refusing it is in turn fucking with everyone else, because here's the part that I just don't understand, right? And I'm going to cover this when I'm on the stream here soon.
Mm-hmm.
Even when she's sober, she's a piece of shit. I mean, it's not like, oh, she was drunk and this is a whole new person. When she's not drinking, she still acts the same way. It's just when she's drunk, she can't hide it anymore because she has no filter. There's no 12-step program or rehab for racism.
No.
I've been drunk many times and I don't threaten to kill people. I've drank and I don't threaten people's kids. These
Right.
are these are things that is already in her mind and it's already in her heart, and it just takes getting drunk to bring it out. The biggest thing, and I apologize because I know this person's your mod, but the biggest thing is people like Helen. They completely enable her, right? So they will say, oh, I understand, what she did is wrong, but she needs help. Well, okay, she needs help for alcohol, but What about the racism? What about talking about going back 40 years, which wasn't even 40 years, more like 400 years, but what about her saying, "Oh, I want to go back 40 years and start whipping black people"? And then she literally like shows herself whipping somebody with her hand, threatening children, threatening to stab her own dog, her own dog, not somebody else's, even though she did threaten to kill other people's dogs too, her own dog. These are things that can't be ignored, that can't be excused. And the problem is that there are so many people that cling to her for whatever reason. And I have my own philosophy on things. I think a lot of these people, you know, they realize she's a horrible person, but they let it go because they want to feel wanted in the community, for one. They like being a part of a chat. They don't want to lose their friends because I think a lot of these people make friends in these communities. And obviously, if they speak out against her, she's going to fucking, kick them to the curb. And there goes their friends, too, because the friends are going to choose her side. And I think that's what a lot of people are afraid of. I think that's why more people don't speak out. I think that's why her mods don't really speak out. They may say certain things in chat, but they're back the next day. And she knows that, she knows that she can do whatever she wants. She can say whatever she wants. She can hit whoever she wants. And she can treat her own people in her own community like shit because she knows that they're going to come back the very next day. And that's the problem. Nobody is holding her accountable for her bullshit. But, to say like last night, and I've seen the comments on her video that she did this morning with her bullshit apology for some of the things that she did, even though she didn't even address the racism really. But, these people say various different things. One night, how horrible it is, and I'm canceling my membership. But the minute she gets on camera and she openly plays them and cons them, they believe it and they eat it up and they're right back. But to sit there and threaten children, like we have to hold everybody to the same standard. If I had got caught on a stream doing that shit, I mean, the trolls would have a fit. Right.
Yeah, same.
And any apology that I made wouldn't be good enough. If let's just say Donald Trump. Let's say Donald Trump was caught on video talking about whipping black people and putting them back into slavery. He'd probably not be president anymore. If he was caught threatening children, well, everybody would be in an uproar. And that, and you can talk about even actors, the whole canceled culture. People are getting canceled for less, people are getting canceled for old shit. People are getting canceled for old racist tweets that people are digging up. But yet this woman is on the platform and she's doing it now in 2020. And people want to hold her to a different standard than they do everybody else. And I just think that that's complete bullshit. And that's, people like Helen right there in the chat.
I love Helen. Well, I think Helen got booted last night. Someone said, "Why did Helen get booted, y'all?" Helen, listen, Helen's good people. She sees the good in everybody. I do too, though. I have to say that. I see the good in people.
Who's that other one? Chickadee or some shit.
I don't know. Hey, Crazy Random, I just stopped to say, I hope y'all have I can't believe it's Labor Day. What about, did you put up a dead cat picture?
Not a dead cat picture, but somebody did make a meme of a cat stuck to her ass. Yeah. And I posted it.
That's not nice. That's not nice.
Huh?
That's not nice.
True. But I mean, I've never promised to be nice. Yeah. I treat people the way that they treat me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you threaten my kids. Wow. Prepare for me to rip off every Band-Aid on her body. I mean, that's just what's going to happen. I'm going to pour some salt in the wounds today.
And the reason is that that Katie and I used to be friends, because I see I don't know if you've seen it. People, especially the Beast, Mama Beast, was tagging me and you the other day. Get to know Randy, drag Randy, did. Just because Katie and I were friends. And listen, there's a part of me that still I love Katie. I hate the way that she's acting. I'll never agree with any kind of racism. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I would like to see her get help.
I don't think it's going to happen. I think she enjoys this. I truly do. You know what I mean? Because you have to think, at the end of the day, all she cares about is numbers. I mean, that's it. Numbers, views, subscribers, whatever. I don't think I mean, to be honest, I think a lot of what happened last night with her about the cat was, I think it was, bullshit acting. Because, I mean, the cat's been missing for how long? You know what I mean? And I mean, she sat in front of a camera perfectly fine and lied about it, saying that the cat was back and joked and laughed and had a good time. So I don't think that was about the cat. I think that she wanted an excuse to drink. And I think she came up with this big thing that she's looking for her cat. I miss my cat. So that way, when she does get drunk, people would be like, oh, okay, well, she has a reason. She's dealing with a hard time right now. But just 2 days prior, she was perfectly fine, saying, oh, yeah, she's back. She's good, blah, blah, blah. And she was having a normal drink. So I don't think it has anything to do with the cat. I think she wanted an excuse to drink. And I think that was her way of actually manipulating her people. I did see people in the chat say the tire picture. If that's the picture you're talking about, yeah, I posted that. That was from her video. Now, again, I mean, there's no proof that obviously that red spot was a cat, but I mean, it was very interesting. You know what I mean? And here's the thing: either way, it's a lie. If she did run over the cat, well, that's horrible. And if she didn't run over the cat, it's definitely probably throw up there, which would be on the day that she said she was sober. So I mean, either way, that that picture's gonna wind up being a lie. Her cranberry vodka and her bullshit. It can be one or the other. It's either cat blood or cranberry vodka throw up, because whatever it is, it's red and chunky. So.
Oh, I saw it. I do think I'm going to put this out there. I do think that it is throw up, but because of her surgery, I know that she does throw up a lot. So there's that, so watermelon could be water. Yeah. Well, listen, I don't know what it is, but I do think it's throw up. I'll say that. I know that there's nothing that I can say to you, because I get it. She talked about your kids. I don't know. I think that you have a big enough platform, and you have Mystic. Get off Evelyn, because she PayPal. Get off it. Get off her. And maybe you could reach out to some bigger people to maybe talk to her to get her help. You wouldn't be willing to do that, though, right? You don't care, because she talked about your kids.
I mean, she thought about everybody's kids, and it's not the first time. It's not like, oh, she was a great person and then she got drunk last night. You know what I mean? But she's been like this for years. She was like this before even her surgery. I just think she did a better job of hiding it in front of a camera. Like when I spoke with, whether it's Joanne, I've spoken with Steven, I've spoken with Desiree, I've spoken with Leslie. They've all said the same thing. She is a completely different person off camera. She's a piece of shit. We only know what we see. And we only know what she allows us to see. We don't know the hell that she puts people through behind the scenes. We don't know the shit that she says and does behind the scenes. Like the racism. I mean, when her dad called her that one time on stream and openly dropped the N-bomb and didn't give a damn, and then she actually defended him about it, that told me what I needed to know.
Yeah.
And that was months ago. But people, for whatever reason, people don't pick up on stuff like that. Like people act like last night was a surprise that she was racist. She's been racist the whole time. She showed her colors.
I agree with that. Now, last night I have to say, look, I've heard some stuff, in the past, but last night was a new lot. The whip thing. I was like, oh my gosh, what, I don't know. I can't even respond. Randy, still you love her. This doesn't sit well. Well, I screamed, I don't give a fuck. Of course, I'm always going to care for. We were friends. I'm literally watching someone that I used to be friends with die.
Here's one thing I've always said,
Mhm.
right? Everybody knows I'm good friends with, with Mike. I mean, I've known Mike since 2002.
Mhm.
We're best friends. If there was ever a time period where Mike did any of the things that she has done, he would be cut off, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Even as a best friend since 2002, if he ever went on a stream and said some racist stuff and did what she was doing, I mean, that would be the end of our friendship, because it would immediately be like, oh, so that's who you really are. You know what I mean? Like, one of the things, is if somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give them excuses. Don't say like, well, she was drinking. Well, listen, a drunk mind speaks sober thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
These are things that are in her heart. These are things that she thinks about. And then when you think about that from a psychological standpoint, the stuff that she was saying, kids, killing dogs, killing other people, killing other people's pets, racism, these are things that are in her mind already. That's psychotic. Many people get drunk. I've been, smashed to shit, but it's not in my heart or my head to start threatening people's kids and doing bullshit like that. These are things that are already there. She just hides it very well on camera. But when she gets drunk, she completely forgets where she's at. She completely forgets to have that filter, and she, lets it rip. Like I said, if it was anybody else or any other YouTuber, everyone would be wanting, that person to be canceled. If it was Savage, she'd be the first one live talking about how disgusting of a person Savage is and how Savage is to be canceled, and we need to get her off YouTube. And her supporters would be there right with her, saying how much, Savage is to be taken down. But they're not holding everyone to the same standard. They need to hold her to the same standard as everybody else.
I don't disagree. And that's why, listen, I love Katie from a distance. Okay. We don't speak. I don't go in her chat. I watched a little bit last night because I wondered what happened. I was having a stream. I had a lot of views, and all of a sudden people left. I'm like, something big's going on. And it was, obviously. But no, we're not. I'm not really her. I don't want to say this. Katie and I aren't friends anymore. That doesn't mean that I don't want to see her get help, because I do. Because I don't want to see her die from this. I just don't. But I see her. Look, I agree with you. If it was Savage, she would be up going at Savage, because she's went it. Her and Savage has went at each other for a couple of years now. In fact, that part's just old to me. Like, how many times can you call somebody Wonder Beast? But I do see a lot of people now at this point standing up to Katie, standing for, like, ban Miss Wonderfuls all over Twitter. I don't know. I just wondered what.
I think the problem is that the people that like her are liking the person that's not really her. The people that are friends with her are friends with the person that's not really her.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in her real life has had the same exact story of who she really is. I don't think that's a coincidence. I don't think they all got together one day and had coffee and decided to be on the same page with their story. They all say the same thing, that she's a horrible, racist person who just fucks with people because she is miserable in her own life. And that's the honest to God truth. And she spouts complete lies nonstop. Like nobody in her chat ever calls her out on her lies, because obviously they'll get timed out immediately, called out, kicked out, banned, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, how many times has she said, I don't have my kids? But they're here, right?
Right.
She said last night that my best friend Mike was helping her. I actually hit Mike up last week because he had texted me during my show. He's like, dude, you got like 1K people watching you. What's the subject? And, I hit him back and I was like, it's this, this chick MFW. And his response, and I'll probably screenshot it just to, so she can see it herself. His response, he goes, who's that? Like, he didn't even know who she was. He goes, who's that? And I was like, it's just crazy, drunk bitch. Then she said Keemstar's helping her get strikes removed. Keemstar doesn't do that. And Keemstar is also Mike's best friend, so let that one sink in. Keemstar's not going to get involved. Like people don't even know this. In my first 90 days on this platform, not Keem himself, but his lead news journalist was actually my channel manager for like the first 90 days when I started this channel back in 2017. And Keem has even been in my streams a couple times when me and Mike were on the panel talking about his father-in-law, etc. Keem was in the chat. So she just spouts lies and bullshit, and people believe it. She can go live right now and say, I just found proof that Isaac killed someone in 2009, and she doesn't have to show any evidence, but her people will believe it. And she knows that, and she uses that to her advantage.
I agree. And yeah, I would absolutely show that screenshot. But I didn't hear her say, like I said, I don't watch a lot of Katie because it does hurt me. It hurts me to see the road that she's going down. So, but it's not that I'm not a fan of Mike, because I am. But let me tell you something. If you can, I would love to meet Keemstar. I love him so much. I fangirled over Keemstar when you said that. Did she really beat Doug? Yeah, I think she admitted to that. Mike is kid behind the camera. Nadia's kid. Grandpa.
Yeah, what's crazy about
Just cry. I cried a little bit over Keemstar.
What's crazy about the whole her hitting Doug thing is there was a video I posted on my Twitter. So back in I think like January. I think it was like New Year's or whatever, when her and Steven were at the hotel, and she did a stream. And what was weird is if you watch that video, you would swear it was what happened with Doug, because it's the same exact story. She's in front of the camera and she tells the truth, and she's like, yeah, he was yelling at me, so I smacked him, and then I got in the car and I drove, and then the cops came and blah, 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 and I was at the gas station, and I was watching that, and I thought, like, I had to hit up one of my mods. I'm like, did she come clean of hitting Doug? They're like, no, that was January with her and Steven. I'm like, oh, so she has a history of hitting guys at hotels. This was a video from January where her and Steven went to a hotel for New Year's or something, and she openly was talking about how she hit him, she smacked him, and all this stuff. So it's obviously clear what happened with her and Doug. You know what I mean? And there's so many supporters under like this weird spell. It's really weird. Where like the proof could be right in their face, and they'll just be like, nah, not Katie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I can explain that, because I'll say this. Katie has and I know that I know that you're gonna disagree with this. Katie does have a charisma about her that makes you want to help her, that makes you love her. I don't know if I would call, I see that, and y'all know I love all my people, so just stay right here. You can't call Isaac a stalker, because then you would have to call all reaction channels go in real life. I don't know. Do you feel like you go real life getting people from her life on your stream? And what I'm talking about is family members.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, when people watch, let's say, a talk show, whether it's Maury or whatever it is, I mean, I don't see people getting upset because they're going real life. I've simply have brought in people on and given them the opportunity to speak their piece. Whether it's through interview with like Joanne, or whether it's like a conversation with Steven. It's one of those things where, for whatever reason, people on YouTube, or no, not people, certain groups of people, when you do something like that, they're like, oh, you're going real life. And it's like, well, what do you want me to do? I'm a channel that reports on stuff. I report on drama. I mean, Keem's a perfect example. Keemstar does his videos, and how many times has he posted a mugshot or a police report or covered real life stuff? And you don't see people saying, oh, Keem's doing real life. It's like, no, he's doing his job.
Yeah.
He's bringing the news to people who don't know what's really going on. I just do it, in a different way because, I don't have a brand or anything like that. So I don't give a fuck. So I do mine a lot differently. But it's no different. It's no different at all. Like Joanne came to me and she openly admitted that I didn't reach out to Joanne. She came to me and she tweeted her number, which I told her, I was like, take that down, but it was too late. She was getting flooded with texts and calls, but she actually tweeted me her number. She's like, call me, listen, if you got any questions about anything, I want you to call me. So I called her and she wanted to speak out, but people don't realize that, when it was me speaking to Desiree, Desiree wanted to get her side of things out there. And, me and her were talking about what happened with that fight and everything like that and what went down and, things of that nature. So, it's not real life. It's just me doing my job and doing it well. I'm not going to come with some bullshit and, speculate on what I think happened or, I'm going to dig and I'm going to get facts and I'm going to go live and I'm going to show them, but talking about real life, I mean, and I hope Savage already covered this because she said she was going to cover it Sunday. So I hope she did because I told Savage I wouldn't talk about it until she did her stream on Sunday. So hopefully she did already talk about it. I spoke with Desiree last week. Desiree confirmed that MFW was the one that sent CPS after Savage. And she said that she didn't even do it by phone call. She did it via letter, like an actual letter, a written letter, which is why she always says, pull the phone call, pull the phone records, because she knows she didn't do it by phone. Desiree told me the whole story. She sent a letter, big letter, signed it. There was 2 other people involved, and Desiree didn't want to give up their names. She was like, listen, I don't want to give up their names because I don't feel comfortable doing that right now. Like, I'm on good terms with these 2 people. And I was like, okay. Understandable. But Desiree made it clear. She goes, but the person that was doing it, the person that was, the leader of this, was definitely Katie. And she told the whole story. And she said that Katie wrote a letter to CPS about Savage, making up all types of lies just to get back at her. That's taking it real life. Me digging deeper into, maybe a situation or a story to get facts is me doing my job. Writing a letter to CPS, making false claims to affect someone's real life and have children taken out of their household and possibly be put in foster care, and you know that's the end result, and that's the end result you're trying to get just to fuck with someone's life. That's taking real life, and that's completely disgusting. I don't know how anybody can support that. But again, I hope Savage already talked about that because I told her I would hold off and let her be the one that to break that news. But that came straight from Desiree, and that was a friend of hers since grade school.
Oh yeah, Desiree comes in sometimes, and let me say for the record, I know what Katie said on her stream that maybe because Katie put out that her and I was on a phone call with someone begging them not to call CPS. No, I was not involved in that, and no, I've never seen proof that Katie did it. So let me just say it. I'm not one of the 3 people because that's what people are going to think. So no, I would not call CPS on anyone unless I saw them beat their kid.
Yeah.
I don't know if Savage went live about it or not.
I'm not sure. She said she was going to go live Saturday or on Sunday because I called Savage immediately. I was like, listen, I got something to tell you, and I told her. And she was like, okay. She's like, I mentioned it on Sunday. I was like, okay. I was like, I'll let you break that news because that was your situation. You had to deal with that. I'm not going to go live about that.
Yeah.
Like I've sat on that information for the past week and a half. Out of respect for Savage to let her be the one to to tell that story. But that was directly from a good friend of hers, and this person. Chickadee. She said, your job, who do you think you are, the FBI? No, I think I'm a person that just exposes people's bullshit. And like above, she says, you put her address out there. You went on the net and you looked for rents till you found her house. Wrong again. That actually was a moderator of mine because she was dumb enough to record her surroundings. And one of my moderators came to me and was like, hey, here's the Craigslist listing right here. Here's the listing. And they showed it, I looked at it and I was like, yep, that's definitely it, you know, and I'm not going to deny it. I mean, yeah, I posted a Craigslist listing, you know, it's not a dox if the information is put on Craigslist by the landlord. I mean, it's not doxing. The landlord put an ad on for the house and he just didn't remove it after she moved in. He kept it up. And I posted, the Craigslist ad and put it out there.
Well, I will tell. Well, let me say this though: the things that she says, okay, it kind of is a dog's, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. If that's her new place, the things she said. This is what I worry about: is the things that she says. Somebody's going to show up. You see what I'm saying? Somebody's going to. I got swatted, and I'm a nobody. Somebody's going to show up and she's going to get hurt. So that's why, we got to be careful with the dogs and putting out addresses. I don't know. Have you ever been swatted?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you know how scary it is. I don't care how many guns you have or what a badass you are. When you have a cop put a gun in your face, you kind of melt. And I had my vape in my hand, which they could have thought that was a pistol. I mean, it just could have been so bad. And I don't want to see her get killed, And I don't think you listen. I know you're mad right now. She talked about your kids, but I don't think you want to see her get shot through a window, right? No,
not precisely. And here's the thing, and I've said this on on my streams last week. If she were to do a stream even today and be like, "Hey, I'm checking myself into rehab," that would be the end for me talking about her.
Gotcha.
I said that numerous times last week. I'm not going to sit here and kick someone while they're down when they're trying to get help. And this goes back to even like, for instance, you look at Mike's brother Charlie. I mean, that dude threatened to rape my wife and kids.
Yeah, no.
But when I seen him attempting to get help, I backed off. I was like, listen, if he's going to get help, so be it. Let's see what happens. And I backed off, but he went right back to doing the same thing. He was live last night. Like last night was a full moon. She was drunk live, threatening people. He was drunk. He was literally on his stream celebrating 90 days sober while drunk. He was drunk. Some other troll was live and they were taking mushrooms and threatening people. Like, it was like a full moon last night. Everybody was live flipping out. But if she actually went and got help, I wouldn't continue, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
to do streams on her, but I don't think she wants help. I think she tells her people she wants help, but I do genuinely think that she just doesn't give a fuck anymore. I think she's at the point in her life, and I hate to put it this way, but I think she's at that point in her life where she doesn't care if she lives or dies. I think she's just trying to, act any way she wants to. She doesn't care anymore. I don't think she gives a damn on anybody. I don't think she gives a damn about herself. I think she's just at that point where she's just like letting it all hang out. She does not care. Whether it's the drinking, whether it's the threatening people and all that type of stuff. I don't think she gives a damn anymore.
He didn't say he wanted her shot. Come on. He didn't say that. He said not per se. Come on. I think right now, listen, he's mad because of what she said about his kids last night. And I'm not defending what he. Oh gosh, I sound like I'm defending you. Oh, that's a good question, Isaac. What about Savage calling Sam's grandbaby a monkey? Is that racist to you?
Listen, Savage hit me up about that when all this started. When I first started, like me and Savage have a history. Not a lot of people know it, but then there's some people that do.
I know it.
Me and Savage have a history, so I knew all about that. And my thought on that, and we actually spoke about this live because it was the first stream that me and Savage did on Friday where we exposed Katie's lies about the IRS and liquor license and all that kind of stuff. And Savage talked about it on the stream, and she talked about it when I was on her panel, even some weeks before that. I told Savage straight up, I was like, yeah, it wasn't cool, but I can understand how, how pissed she was to just blurt out something like that, to try to hurt the other person as much as they hurt her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
like I didn't give her a pass. I didn't say like, oh yeah, it's cool. Like I told her, I was like, no, I mean, it wasn't cool. But at the same time, I got where she was coming from. And when you get to know Savage, and I've talked to Savage on the phone off of, all this stuff, and, had conversations in DM and stuff like that. When you actually get to know Savage, then you realize those are things that she didn't mean. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like she had like that she's I mean, she has black people in her family. You know what I mean? She has grandbabies that she loves. So that's why I didn't hold it against her. And be like, oh, Savage is something racist. And then on top of it, that can be taken a lot of different ways too. The term that she used. Like I can look at a white kid that's going crazy through Walmart and be like, man, that kid's acting like a monkey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean I'm saying it. Racism. It's just that kid's wild. So regardless of what her intentions were behind the word, I did tell her, when we talked about it, I was like, yeah, I mean, it wasn't cool, but it is what it is. I mean, she apologized for it. She came forward about it, admitted she shouldn't have said it.
Yeah.
And that's how things like that should be handled. You apologize, but you actually mean the apology, and you don't do it again. And she hasn't. She learned from that mistake.
Yeah, this definitely isn't going to be a bash Savage thing. I just wondered how you felt about it. Because look, they both said, the person she said, they both said horrible things about each other. Me and Savage aren't on great terms right now, but I have spoke to Savage on the phone before. Ice Cream, you're not blocked. Why do you keep saying that? But it's completely not about Katie. I will say this, everybody's like, you've always known Katie's racist. And no, I haven't. And here's why. Because I get called out for this all the time. Why was you friends with a racist? Listen, my daughter's boyfriend is black. He lives here. They're definitely going to get married. He's our family. And I can't wait for grandbabies. My gosh. Mm-hmm. And Katie always supported that. She always asked how he was doing. He's a weightlifter. She always. So I know I did not hear racist things from Katie. People always ask me that. No, I didn't. So.
Yeah, there's somebody in the chat that's Silva Star. They said, Isaac, do you know how many rehab, or how, I think they meant how much. Do you know how much rehab costs? Would you have any way of helping out with the cost to encourage her to go? No. But what I will say is she has how many? Well, okay, not has. She had how many memberships? You know what I mean? If these people really deeply cared about her, I think that there would come a time when they'd just be like, listen, I'm canceling my membership, but I'm not done supporting you. The money will be there, and I will put it towards rehab. But then again, there's free rehab available everywhere.
Absolutely. So that's one thing that I do, and Katie knows this. We help get people into rehab there is so many free programs out there. All you have to do is know how to get it. And I would be willing to help her. We have gotten several people into rehab, and it's free. It is very expensive when you pay for it, but there's a lot of free programs. And just because it's free doesn't mean it's bad, because my oldest daughter, it's no secret, is an addict. She went to rehab, and the last time it was free. Yeah. Are we still paying on her first rehab? Absolutely. It's freaking expensive. But the last time was completely free, and it was one of the top rehabs in Memphis. So it's out there. You just got to want it. If you keep calling, they'll get you in one.
There's many churches that even offer free rehab. I mean, like that's something a lot of churches do is they do offer, free rehab. They have programs, there's government programs. I mean, it's there. Like, the help is there. You know what I mean? It's just like I said, I don't think she cares. I think that she realizes that people will support her, like last stream. I mean, people were laughing, but I was serious. She could punt kick a baby on a live stream, and there's going to be a group of people in her chat like, well, listen, Katie's going through a lot right now. You have to understand her point of view. It's like, no, she did something horrible. Like, call her out for it, hold her accountable for her bullshit. You know, there's only so much you can do of saying like, you know, well, she's going through a lot. Well, she's battling addiction. Well, she has relationship issues. Well, there's so many, there's so many excuses, but nobody is actually holding her accountable. You know, I mean, I'll give her credit where it's due. She's a master manipulator. I will give her credit for that. She is a guru at actually deceiving people. You know, I mean, at the time she was in love with Steven and living with Steven, and then, you know, shit hits the fan and we find out within like the past month that she was cheating on everybody. She was with Steven, with Doug, with Leslie, meeting up with people at the bar. I mean, you know, Joanne said that she even covered for her because she stayed at the house with Doug and didn't come home to Steven. I mean, she's just a master deceiver. You know, she will look somebody in the whole thing that happened with her and Doug at the hotel. She looked right in that camera and said, oh, everything's fine. What are you talking about? There was no cops. What? Doug's fine. He's at work. Blah, blah, blah. While Doug is over, like, practically completely depressed with Joanne, you know. And then once the story came out, then she told her half truth of what happened. You know, it's just one of those things where she shows who she really is too many times, and people just keep giving her excuses. You know, and they keep drawing new lines. Like I don't know how many times I've seen friends of hers or even supporters of hers, you know, in her chat, like, all right, this is where I draw the line, Katie. I can't support this. But then they're back the next day, like nothing happened. And then she does something again, and they draw a new line, and she steps over that. And then they draw a new line, and she steps over that. You know?
Yeah. Jen, I saw a picture. It looked like he did have a black eye. Holly, you say so what? This is what? This is somebody that Katie's a human. You don't want to watch her die. You don't. I'm just saying. You can say so what, but you don't want to watch her die. It is her life.
Yeah.
But if there's anything I can do, she knows to reach out. She knows. I'm supposed to ask you, and I can't say from who, that when you were told about the CPS, you specifically told you, the person specifically told you who it was not, which was me and Shoot the Shit, right?
When I actually spoke to Desiree, and I don't think your name was brought up. It was, what was it? It was Pam, and then there was somebody else, and I actually forgot at this point. It was she said it wasn't Pam, and it wasn't, and I forgot the other name.
Randy?
I don't recall. I'll have to DM her and check because I totally forgot the other name. But I know she did say that it wasn't Pam. She's like, it wasn't Pam, and it wasn't, and I forgot the other name. She goes, and then I even asked her, I was like, well, who are the other two people? Like, who were the other two people that helped do this? You know, that wrote letters and called CPS on Savage. And, you know, she don't want to give the names. You know, it is what it is. I can respect that, you know, but she did tell the story of, you know, that it was Katie. And I mean, on last night's live stream, Katie openly admitted that she called CPS on people. I have so many clips that people sent me. Like I have hours of clips. I have a clip where she was admitting that you know that she calls CPS on people to, you know, fuck with their kids. I have a clip where you know, she admits to doxing people. I have clips where she admits to paying people to get other people's information. You know, but I posted Craigslist ad and a couple people in the chat are in an uproar. They're like that's what I'm talking about. They don't hold her to the same standard as everyone else. You know, it's like, okay, I posted a Craigslist ad that was her landlord's ad. Like, you know, like it wasn't an ad I made. It was her landlord's ad, and people are like, "Oh, you doxed." Well, she's on stream openly admitting that she doxes people and gets other people to dox people and pays for people's information and calls CPS on people. Where's the outrage on that? You know,
Right.
I mean, most people are outraged. I mean, she had like it might have changed, but when I went to bed, she had like 950 dislikes on that stream. You know, so yeah, most people are outraged, but then there's that small group of people which is like, no matter what she does, they're just always going to support her. And I don't even think that it's supporting her. I think they're afraid to not be a part of a community. I think they're afraid to lose their friends, to lose their what's the wording, like friendship, and like their ability to, you know, talk in the chat and you know, things like that. I think they're afraid of losing that. You know, like a lot of these people, and I hope I don't come off the wrong way when I say this, but like a lot of these people, YouTube is like their outlet. You know what I mean? You know, they kind of come on here to relax and talk with people and talk with their friends in the chat and sit back and watch, you know, the shit show. And I think people are scared to speak up because they know if they do speak up, they're going to lose all of that, because Katie has such a hold on her community. If she kicks that person out and, you know, bans them, hides them, takes their wrench, whatever, everyone else is going to follow. And everyone else is going to, you know, take her side and be like, yeah, you know, fuck that person. You know what I mean? And I think that a lot of people are scared, because I just can't fathom people being that ridiculous to keep supporting someone like this who just blatantly lies about people. Like, she's lied about me. She's like, you know, me and my wife. She's lied about so many different things, you know? So when people, you know, are saying like, well, you take it real life. Well, not until somebody does it first. You know what I mean? But I'll be damned if I'm ever making false CPS calls. I'll be damned if I ever do shit like that. You know,
Never.
I'm not gonna, you know, fuck with someone's kids. I'm not going to, you know, fuck with a person's family, you know, for no reason. Will I call somebody and like ask if they want to do an interview? Like, hey, you know, do you mind speaking on this? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, absolutely. You know, but am I going to like just start attacking people's random family members for no reason just because they're associated with the person? Absolutely not. You know, and I think that's one of the things that people get confused. You know, when they say, well, you're taking it real life. Like, no, I'm getting the story just like any other person would, you know. And like one person said to me today, and, you know, they were like, Isaac, maybe if you stop talking about her and stop doing these live streams on her, you know, she could get better. And it's like, well, no, when she stops doing stupid shit, then I won't have nothing to stream about. You know, it's almost like a person getting arrested and they get covered on the news, you know, and the news tells the story. And then a week later, they do something else again, and they once again, you know, get covered on the news. Well, you're not going to call the news and be like, hey, stop covering them, let them get help. No, you're going to probably tell the person like, hey, stop doing stupid shit, and you won't get covered on the news, you know. But people don't think of that. You know, people don't, you know, hold that mindset when it comes to her. For whatever reason, she gets away with doing whatever she wants to do, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I'm not going to let her get away with it. You know, taking the stuff that she said and done about me, putting that to the side, she's done way worse to other people, and she has not been held accountable for it. Whether you know, whether we're talking about Savage, whether we're talking about Negs, she has done worse to other people, you know, and she's not being held accountable for it. So, you know, the end result of this is either she's going to be off the platform, which after last night could be likely here pretty soon. I will say that. After last night, that could be likely. But it's either going to be that, or if she does decide to get help, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to continue streaming on her if she's getting help, but I'll be damned if I sit back and allow her to get away with the things that she has done and that she is doing to people currently.
Well, let's be real. J&A Lee, is Isaac doing anything different than what we do? We hold people accountable for other shit on here all the time. So come on, let's be real. But I pray that she gets help. Can I say for sure that Shoot the Shit did not call CPS on Savage? I will never believe that Shoot the Shit called CPS on Savage. I told Savage I have never seen proof that Katie did it. I told Savage everything. I said, have I heard that she did? Yes. Have I seen proof? No. So that's it. She could take that information and do what she wants with it.
Mhm.
I pray that she gets help. So I don't know. Everybody's questioning me. Go ahead and question me. Listen, I'm not. Katie and I still aren't friends, but I don't give up on people. As long as there's, especially an addict, if there's breath in their body, there's still a chance of them getting clean. And I believe that with all my heart. Does that give her a pass to say whatever she wants? No, no. But and I think, and I'll tell you this. You talk about people in her chat. I'm gonna tell you that when I was in her chat, we were big. When she would say, "We're the winner's circle, the winner's circle," it makes you feel a certain way, like you feel a part of something, and I think that's what people feel. Yeah, and
Her,
it's
her royals, as she calls it now,
yeah,
her VIPs.
yep,
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, a perfect example is my mother-in-law. She is a raging alcoholic, you know, and I knew that obviously when when I got married with my wife, but it got to the point where her issues were starting to affect us. You know what I mean?
yeah,
She was showing up to our house wanting to fight for no reason. We had to call the cops numerous times. She actually got charged one time for harassment because she literally called me like 50 times because Nicole didn't want to speak to her. And she was blaming me, like, "You're keeping my daughter from me." I'm like, "No, you want to hear her? Okay, here, I'll hand her the phone." And like Nicole, handed me back the phone. Was like, "I don't want to talk to her. Tell her I want to talk to her." And she kept calling and calling and calling and calling. We had to call the cops. I mean, it was bad. And it got to the point where me and my wife sat down, and she actually made the decision, and she was like, "You know what? We have a child now. Like this would when my first son was born. She's like, we have a child now. We can't have her around. She's toxic, and she makes everyone around her just as toxic as she is." And we chose not to have her around. We didn't talk to her for years. She like my wife actually spoke to her for the first time in years. I want to say like last week or so, and I guess she like broke down crying, and she was like, "You have 4 children, and they don't even know I exist." And my stance on that was, well, she has nobody to blame but herself.
yeah.
She's had opportunities to get better. She's had opportunities to change her ways. She's had opportunities to fix herself, but she continues to choose alcohol over everyone else and anything else. And while she was having a conversation with my wife, my wife told me, she goes, "I can tell she was drunk again, as usual." And I was like, well, there you go. That's all you need to see. So it's the same thing with Katie. She's toxic, and anybody that can deny that at this point, especially after last night, is completely delusional. She is a toxic person. But the worst part about it is she makes other people around her toxic as well, because then they start feeding into her shit. They start trying to act like how she acts. You know what I mean? They start saying things that they wouldn't normally say, that's out of character, just to hope that their comment gets read by her, or hope that they maybe she sees it and calls their name out, or maybe they can send her $5 and say some really ignorant shit because they know that she's going to read it and make everybody hashtag their name. People feed into that shit. Mm-hmm. So people are feeding into her toxic bullshit, and she is creating a toxic and a completely toxic environment within her channel and her community. And most people are starting to see it, but then there's a lot of people that don't realize it. They don't realize that they're becoming toxic, and they're acting and saying things out of character based off of the things that she does. And it's like that term, birds of a feather flock together. I mean, if anybody can support her after last night, then that tells me what I need to know about anybody in her chat. If there's people today that are going to be in the live stream, and I'm sure there was, obviously, that are like, "Oh, we're here for you, Katie," blah, blah, blah. That tells me what they support. You know what I mean? It's like, because after what she did last night, I mean, threats of children and all that kind of stuff, whatever. But literally talking about having black people back in slavery and whipping them and then reenacting how you're going to whip them.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Like, I don't know how anybody can be like, oh, you know, it's just Katie. Like, no, that's fucked up. That's really messed up, you know? And to go back the next day, like, it's almost like she treats her people like shit. I mean, how many times has she looked into the camera and be like, I hate all of you, fuck you, and ended the stream? She treats her people like shit, you know, and they keep coming back for more. It's like almost like they're a glutton for punishment. Like, if somebody smacks me in my face, I'm, you know, probably, you know, one, they're going to get hit back, and two, I ain't going back, you know. But these people get smacked across the face. They're back the next day to get smacked again. They get smacked across the face again, and they're back for another smack, and they keep going back for more. I don't understand it. You know, but you know, then again, it goes back to what I said. I think a lot of people, and just like how you said, they want to feel wanted. They want to feel like they're part of something. They want to, you know, talk to their friends and, you know, be in the chat and be in the community, because they don't want to go somewhere else and start all over. So they will sit there and they will accept her bullshit, knowing she's lying, knowing she's toxic, knowing that, you know, she's a master manipulator, but they will accept it because they don't want to start over somewhere else. You know, like a lot of these supporters have a year, 2 years, 3 years in supporting her. They don't want to drop everything and go support someone else. So they will take the, you know, the verbal smacks. They will, you know, take her bullshit. They will accept her racism. They will accept her threats towards children. They will accept, you know, her lying to their face. They will accept her being an alcoholic. They will accept her drinking herself to an early grave. They will accept all that for the simple fact that they don't want to start over somewhere else. And they're afraid to call her out on it because they'll be forced to start over somewhere else. And that's a very toxic environment. It's very toxic. Like if I ever said half of the shit that she has said and done half of the shit that she has done, I would hope that my people would not support me. I would hope that they would unsubscribe from me. And I would hope that my people would hold me accountable.
That's one thing I can say, that my people absolutely held me accountable. Like, I mean, like I went off the rails a couple of weeks ago, you know, and I mean, it was just like a drama overload. And I was like, people was like DMing me, like, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? They held me accountable. And I had, if it bothers you, you got to look at it. Yes, Crazy Random Life, always on my ass. We block and unblock one another all the time. But that's what I want people to not blindly follow. And I am, but it does take a lot to get away from there. I will say that. But this, I don't know. Like Yabba said a while ago, I don't know that Katie. That's not the Katie I know. Mm-hmm. I knew, I'll say. That's not her. Did she say off the cuff stuff back then? Yes. Did we cringe not knowing what was coming out of her mouth next? Yes. But was it like this? Absolutely not. So it's just gotten worse. And I think the drinking brings it out too. I hope to God that today she finds a rehab. That's what I hope. Today. I hope she gets herself help today.
I mean, to be completely honest, I hope the same thing. You know what I mean? Like after Charlie threatened to rape my wife and children, and some people may remember this. I mean, this is obviously way back at the beginning when I, you know, came on this platform.
I saw it. You don't even know. I've been following this. I was addicted to watching that. I saw him say it.
I actually tried to help him find rehab after that. Like literally when he after he got arrested and then, you know, he was released and, you know, everything. After, you know, me confronting him and banging on his hotel door and him not coming out, I literally was like, listen, dude, here's some rehab centers. I found 3 of them, you know, that are free. You know, here's the numbers, blah, 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 blah. And it became apparent that he didn't want to help. So on his live stream, he was like, listen, guys, I really need help. You know, I need to go to rehab, you know, man, damn, this, that, and the third. But privately, I gave him the opportunity. It was like, here's some free ones. Here's one 10 minutes away from you. Here's one that's, you know, that one's free. This one's free. This one is, you know, spiritual if you want to go that route. Me and his brother, me and Mike both. And it became apparent that he was saying publicly he wanted help to get pity, but privately he didn't give a fuck, and that's what became apparent. You know, and I think it's the same case. Like I've said on my stream, she's like female Charlie. It's literally female Charlie. The drinking, the threatening to kill people, threatening people's kids, she threatened to stab her own dog last night. Like she literally said to Doug, like, I'll stab that motherfucker. Where is he? I'm sitting here like, oh my God. She's starting to stab her own dog. She named what, Royal, I think?
Right, yeah.
She's threatening to stab her own dog. It's like I just don't understand how big. Thank God Doug was there, because even though he didn't do much, I think the fact of him being there stopped her from doing a lot of other things. You know, I think if he wasn't there and she was just there alone, that could have went south real quick. But a lot of the stuff she was saying, you know, the stuff she's going to do, and threatening to splatter government officials' brains against the wall like cherry pie and all types of stuff. Like, you know, I think that could have went really south if he wasn't there. You know, and the only time he finally ended the stream was when she literally thought she heard the cat. Like, she was that far gone where she thought she heard the cat. She walked outside and he was just sitting there at the end of the stream, and he looks over and kind of was like, oh shit, she's not around. Let me hurry up and end this shit. And he finally did it. You know, if she had a gun last night, I mean, who knows what could have fucking happened. I mean, she was obviously in a horrible state of mind.
Yes.
You know, and I don't even think much of it is alcohol as to mental health. You know, when you combine mental health issues with alcohol, it's a shitstorm. You know, I don't think this is only an alcohol issue. I think she has some severe psychological issues that she needs to get worked out. And I think it's from, you know, I'm not going to talk about what was told to me, but I think it started with some childhood issues that she has not dealt with. And I think it's just, you know, tailspin since then, you know. And when you mix mental health with alcohol, and you have somebody that already has mental health issues, and then they get drunk on top of it, that's a perfect recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
You know, she needs more than just rehab. I mean, she needs detox, she needs rehab, she needs counseling, therapy, something, medication. She needs a lot. You know, she needs a lot. You know, I don't think it's just an alcohol issue. But
I agree. And I talked to her before she was having her gastric bypass, which it was a secret. You know, we didn't tell anybody at first when she was going to have it. But everybody that I know that's had it has ended up in rehab.
Yeah.
It's no secret that we trade addictions. I said that earlier. But no, I do think there's some mental stuff going on. And there's no shame in that, because I think, you know, look, we're all fucked up in some way. But yeah, I think, and she does have a lot of stuff from childhood, you know, and if you don't deal with it, secrets keep you sick. That's just, and that doesn't mean you have to get on YouTube and tell your secrets either, by the way.
Yeah.
Just tell somebody. Add a bunch of hate, and that goes for everyone on here that gets drugged. Well, Holly, I can say that I had this shit dragged out of me 2 weeks ago, and I looked at it. If it bothered me, I looked at it. If it didn't bother me, then I'm just like, you know, fuck you, I don't care. But drunks and leggings don't lie. That's the truth. Well, I'm glad you came up. I'm getting ready to get off of here, but maybe just if you could throw in your live stream, Katie, if you get help, this ends.
I mean, I don't want to make it seem like we're like blackmailing her into getting help. You know what I mean?
Well, that,
you know, but I mean, but yeah, I mean, if she did go and get help, you know, I would stop, because, you know, again, I'm not going to continue to kick someone while they're trying to get help. But at the same time, that's completely up to her. You know, like one person in your chat, I don't know who it was. I seen it scroll. They were like, well, she's drinking herself to an early grave, but Isaac, you know, you're eating yourself to an early grave. First off, no. But at the same time, if I was right, if I was me eating myself to an early grave is not hurting other people, but her drinking is, and that's something to think about. She is. I mean, you can go with Reggie. You can go with numerous ex mods that she's hurt. You can go with people she's feuded with. I mean, this is just a constant with her. She hurts other people, and you know how that thing is, hurt people.
Uh-huh.
I think a lot of it has to do with that, and like you said, like, about her charisma. I mean, I'm not going to deny that fact. She does have charisma. She has a personality that fits YouTube.
Yes.
But the thing about it is she has a personality that fits YouTube, but then at the same time, she shows that piece of shit side of her that makes people go, oh, okay, well that's the real her. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, well, we didn't see this. I truly does do think if she genuinely went and got help and genuinely turned her life around, stopped attempting to go after people's kids and stuff, all that bullshit. If she attempted to just stop doing all that and actually took it serious, she could very well have a successful brand on YouTube. But it's not going to happen with her doing these things. It's not going to happen with her, being an alcoholic. It's just not going to happen. But I've said time and time again, if she goes to rehab, I'm done. I'm not gonna address her, not gonna talk about her. I'm gonna let her go do her own thing, and that's gonna be it. I'm just gonna let her do her own thing. Simple, Now, last night she did cross the line. I will say that. So stream's gonna be interesting.
For sure. And yeah, and I watch sometimes. A lot of times I'm at work whenever you stream, but I did the other night. I think it was at night whenever. So you're saying she can come back from this? Yaba said. Do you know Yaba from the YouTube Underground?
I've heard the name. Am I thinking that she can come back from this? To be honest, that's up to her. Here's the thing. I don't think it's ever too late to change. But then at the same time, there's that old saying that, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. She might just be stuck in her ways, and she's completely fine with that. I think that, honestly, I don't think that even that YouTube is good for her right now. I think that in itself is an addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that she's so caught up in her YouTube and wanting a reality show, and she wants all this so bad that she is completely abandoning herself. She's completely abandoning getting her self-help. She's completely abandoning, changing her ways and not taking care of herself. You know what I mean? And I think that if she just took some time away from YouTube to reflect, like I thought she was going to do it, the night after the hotel shit popped off and all that popped off and Joanne, blah, blah, blah. And she did that stream on Instagram. She did like a goodbye letter, I'm going to take some time away, guys, blah, blah, blah. And I read that. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And she was literally live an hour later talking shit. And I was like, oh, wow, okay. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is.
Well, I do think she can, and I'm no expert either, but I think she could come back from this, and here's why. People love a train wreck, but they also love a success story. And you get help and you come back clean, and I do think that's YouTube's not going to go anywhere. It's been around for how long? I think that she could absolutely come back from it if she goes and gets help. If she keeps saying this crazy stuff, yeah, she's going to have 1,500 people in her stream. But that's 1,000 thumbs down. That's, oh, by the way, if you're here, can I get a thumbs up? That's 1,000 thumbs down, and that's 1,000 people hating the shit out of you. And that hurts. I don't care who you are. I don't care how tough you think you are. You know as well as I do. There may be 15 comments, yeah, but that one comment can get to you. We could say it don't, but it does. So.
Yeah, I just think she's comfortable. And I think for her to get help, her people need to make her uncomfortable.
Yes.
I think she's too comfortable because like, for instance, those memberships, that's an automatic renewal. So she knows that she got money coming. You know, it's like she doesn't even have to stream or put any work into her channel because she has reoccurring funds being deducted from people's banks every month. I think that it's time for her people to make her uncomfortable. I think when she sees that people in her chat are done with the bullshit, when she sees that her numbers are dropping, when she sees that her memberships are dropping, when she sees that the donations are dropping, I think that'll finally push her to be like, okay, maybe I need to change some things. Maybe I need to go get help. Maybe I need to do this. But it's not going to happen unless her community starts making her uncomfortable, because right now she's too comfortable with who she is and how she acts and what she does.
Right, Holden. I don't recognize a lot of people in her chat. There's a lot of new people. Diane, I don't think anybody's going to get an apology. Well, if she works the program, everybody will get an apology because you have to make amends. And that's one of the hardest things to do. You got to own your shit. Yeah. So if she gets sober and gets a job, she won't be sitting around drunk all day streaming. I won't even as far as me going back to Katie, never. But would I be here to get her help? Absolutely. And I'm pretty sure that I've got somebody that could probably reach out and get her free help. Just, what time is your stream? People are asking.
Probably soon. Like as soon as I get done. I know Savage hit me up. She wants to be on panel, so I'm gonna call Savage after this, and then after I talk to Savage, probably go ahead and start the stream. And if anybody watches my streams, there's gonna be an hour of music, so I'll see you guys around like 2.
Yeah, there's a lot of music.
But it's done, so I don't have to repeat myself. Because like a lot of people, they just go live and they start talking, and then when you start to stream, you got like 400 people, but then by the time it's like a half hour in, then you got you hit that 700, 800, 900, whatever 1K mark, and everything you said 30 minutes prior they didn't hear. So that that's why I do the music, is to kind of give people a chance to get ready, fill in the stream. People can get whatever they need done. Like there's people that hit me up like, Isaac, I have to do dishes. Do I got time? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. I give people like a whole hour just to get everything. That way when that stream starts, everybody's there, and then I can just start talking and like at that point do my thing and not have to completely repeat myself. And then there's just people that miss the streams. Well, we have the re-upload channel. So but that's why there's an hour of music. Like people always complain, this is a long pre-show, and it's like, well, this is more for you guys than it is for me. You know what I mean? I like listening to the music, but it's more so people don't miss what I'm going to say and come in and start asking questions, and then I have to go backwards and do all that stuff. So
yeah. All right. Well, thank you for coming up. I'm going to get off of here, everybody. I'm going to end the stream. You can go call Savage. I'm sure she's going to have wonderfully sweet things to say about me, Isaac. But, just remember, half of what you hear is not true. The other half of it, I don't know. It may be. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not perfect by any means, but I try to be a good person. So that's all I can do.
For sure. For sure.
I appreciate you coming up, and she is a damn bitch. Okay, Holden, come out of there. All right, everybody. I will talk to y'all later, and have a great day. Thank y'all for tuning in. Remember, ladies' nights tonight.